The possession of drugs in the state of Washington is no longer illegal, at least for the time being. Good evening, I'm Joyce Taylor.
I'm Mark Wright, glad that you're with us. So this is a decision that could have a huge impact on policing and the status of thousands of prison inmates. King 5's Tony Black joins us live to explain why. Tony.
Yeah, good evening to you both. We already know tonight that at least 4 local law enforcement agencies, including the Seattle Police, say they will immediately stop arresting people solely for drug possession following this landmark ruling from the state Supreme Court.
In a 5-4 ruling Thursday, the state Supreme Court rules the state's drug possession laws are unconstitutional. Justices threw out a conviction of a Spokane woman who told investigators she didn't know there were drugs in her pocket. The Supreme Court says state law is written to show prosecutors must prove individuals knew they were possessing drugs, and the state has been criminalizing the passive, unknowing possession of drugs. Several local law enforcement agencies now say they won't arrest people solely for possession after this ruling.
This is only possession cases. This is not about delivery. This is not about manufacturing. This is not possession with intent to deliver. This is simple possession.
Senator Manka Dhingra says the impact of this ruling will be significant.
It has great ramifications for our drug diversion program, for our law enforcement assisted diversion program.
She says in recent years, lawmakers have tried to focus more on a healthcare response to drug addiction instead of a criminal justice one.
So it's clear we have to continue doing that very hard work of making treatment available in our community. But the door for treatment through the courts just closed.
A great loss for an opportunity for recovery.
Michael Webster is the administrator for Northwest Recovery Centers in Renton and echoes Dhingra's concerns about the ruling.
When you're using drugs and alcohol much, the addiction takes over and you don't really have any choice. You're just kind of along for a ride after a certain point.
Now, the one thing about this ruling is that it happened after a policy cutoff for the legislature, which was last week. So now the legislature is going to have to try and figure out a way to reconvene so that they could possibly address this. Joyce?
So, Tony, to be clear, as of today, if someone is caught with drugs and tells an officer, those aren't mine, or I don't know where they came from, they cannot be charged?
Yes, as long as they verbally say that to an officer, they will not be arrested and they will not be charged.
Tony, thanks.